Setting baseline while tracking a Hybrid-Scrum project or a Hybrid-Agile project. Setting baseline for a Hybrid-Scrum project or a Hybrid-Agile project can be quite tricky. In this video, we are going to learn how to set a baseline for such a project. So here we have this Hybrid-Scrum project and we have this sprint planning board view. In this view, we have 3 sprints planned and every sprint has a number of feature items to be delivered. But we cannot effectively baseline and visualize the baseline in this view of sprint planning board. For that, I have to go to the Gantt chart view. Hence, I'll go to the task tab, view group, Gantt chart view. Under this view, as you can see, we have the smart home project. For this project, we have a number of work items which are in predictive mode, which are associated with no sprint. The items which are in adaptive mode will be associated with sprints, such as sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3, and so on. Then towards the latter part of the project, again we have predictive work items. We are going to set the baseline for the predictive part of the project, not for the adaptive or the scrum part of the project. The reason is simple. When you go for baseline, usually you calculate the variances, such as start variance, finish variance, duration variance, among others. In Agile or adaptive or the scrum part of the project, you do not have value for variance calculation, because there is a concept of time boxing. When the time box is over, the sprint is over. You have not done an item, it will move to the next sprint. And because of that reason, we are going to do baselining for the predictive part of the project. Nevertheless, if you want to do baselining for both the predictive as well as the adaptive part of the project, you can very well do so. Now to do the baseline, I'll go to the project tab, schedule group, set baseline, and choose the set baseline command. So here we can set a number of baselines. I'm going to select the first one, that is baseline. Next is it will be for the entire project or for the selected tasks. So I have not selected the task. I'm going to select only the predictive part of the project. So I'm going to cancel it and I'm going to select only the predictive part of the project. Then I'll press Ctrl in my keyboard and select again the predictive part towards the later phases of the project. Then I'll go to the set baseline and choose set baseline, and I'm going to set the baseline, but I'll set the baseline for the selected task for the project. Below that we have 2 options: roll up the baseline information to all summary tasks, from subtask into selected summary task. We want it both, and I'm going to enable this checkboxes as it is. Then I'm going to press on OK. As I did that, the baseline has been done, but it is not visible. To have the visualization, I'll select any work item on the predictive part of the project or adaptive part of the project and go to scroll to task in the quick access toolbar. So as you can see, now we have the baseline information available in the graphical side of the Gantt chart. If the baseline information is not visible to you, you can go to the Gantt chart tools, format tab, and here you can enable this command. This baseline command has to be enabled. Then it will be automatically visible for you. Now here I am going to visualize for the entire project. I'll go to the view tab, zoom group, and I'll select entire project. And here the time scale I'm going to select weeks. So as you can see, we have the horizontal blue colored bar, that is for the planned data. Then below that we have this black colored bar, another horizontal bar, that is for the baseline data. For the predictive part of the project, as you can see, the baselining has been done. For the adaptive part of the project, the baseline information is not available. There is no black colored horizontal bar. Then towards the later phases of the project, I can select an work item, then scroll to task, and as you can see again, the baseline information is visible for you. So you have to select the set of tasks and do baseline only for those tasks when you go for baselining for a Hybrid-Scrum project. And this is how you do the baseline.